What is going on, everybody? DJ Minds here, and in today's video we are talking all about GPUs. I have so many GPUs right now, insane amount of GPUs. What I'm doing, what we're planning, gonna show you the 400 amp panel that we got. There's a lot to discuss. Let's get into it. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, this wall is my previous farm, 4 gigahash farm, and we don't have boxes for everything. Now, up until about here, I would say was like our old farm. Everything up here is brand new, all non-LHR, and then everything you're seeing here is 3070s, except for some 3080 boxes, all non-LHR. If you haven't checked out that video, it's 4 gigahash farm. It's really cool. I think you should check it out. So if you're wondering like why I haven't been uploading as much, it's not because I'm not passionate or I don't enjoy YouTube or something. It's because this is much more important to deal with, you know? Like this is a huge problem. It's a good problem to have. I enjoy having this problem. But let me show you what we had before we had this 4 gigahash farm. So here's what it looked like before I got that 4 gigahash farm. We had 12 GPUs that were not mining, is 600 megahash, give or take. These numbers have probably changed. I would imagine it's gone down since Ethereum has been going down and down. Really all of crypto seems to be of going down, but that's just to let you know we had around 12 GPUs that weren't mining for 600 megahash, and now we just got another, what, 78, 80 graphics cards. They're all non-LHR. So, I mean, we're talking 4.6 gigahash that's not mining right now, and it absolutely drives me insane every single time I think about that. I'll get to the 400 amp panel downstairs, which is incredible. Just give me a second on that. But what I've been doing right now in the time being is swapping out my 3060 Ti's, or really anything that already had this dual 8-pin here. Like this is non-LHR. This used to be a 3060 Ti. This one used to be a regular 3060 Ti. Swap that out. And I think I did one more in here. And so that's what I'm doing right now, even though, you know, look at all these other graphics cards just sitting here. This is from the first pile, guys. I'm sorry it's messy, but this is the reality, man. This is just some of the graphics cards that were just sitting there. I mean, there's ones under there. I know, it's killing me just as much as it's killing you right now. So my original idea, until that 400 amp panel is up, hopefully it's very, very soon, was, you know what, I'll just come over to all these GPUs. I thought that would be super simple, swap. But guess what? As you can see, these are all only single pin. So now I'm like, oh my God, I don't even have enough space on these PSUs. These PSUs only carry, what, 6 each? So I can do 3 graphics cards on here and 3 graphics cards on here. That's if they're both dual. So, you know, the Zotac can't really get replaced. I mean, that's almost 50 megahash. Almost 50 megahash, almost 50, it doesn't make sense to replace it and lose 2 Zotacs, right? So that's the dilemma that we're in. Over here, these are already non-LHR, but if these were LHR, this would be the perfect opportunity to just swap these out. Like actually, now that I'm looking at it, I could swap this one out and get another 10 megahash. But I thought, yeah, you know what? I'll just come over here, take them all out, swap them. Not that simple because of the PSU limiter. But here it is, guys, Big Bertha, 400 amp panel. This thing is humongous. I don't know if they're always this large. Now, we do have 2 of the things. There's one more box that is coming, and that's going to be considered the guts. I'm not, you know, electrician. I don't know much about it, but basically everything in the middle is what we're missing. I've been told that it should come this Friday. Not here, but it should come to them this Friday. Look at the size of this door, dude. I mean, I'm probably what, 5'9", 5'9 and a half, and I would say it's equally as tall as me, if not maybe a little bit taller. Let me know, guys, is 400 amp usually this large? It looks freaking incredible. For reference, in my home, this is what a 150 amp panel looks like. I mean, you can see the size, man. That 400 amp is gonna be crazy. There's our Octominer chugging away. We'll definitely talk about Octominers in a minute, but let's go look at the garage real quick. And here's all the accessories that came with it. In addition, that box, a motherboard here, and all of this stuff. Let's just take a quick look, because I don't think I really got to show you guys a lot of what was in here. For whatever reason, the guy that had this farm before me, he was a big fan of 850 watts. And I don't know, that's all he had. He had one 1200, but that was pretty much it. And I actually don't have the 1200. I gave it away to somebody. Here's one thing I'm really excited about is the motherboards. These are not the bottom barrel stuff. The Chinese brands that I have, like Esonic $90 B250. Look at this, man. The ASUS mining 19 slot motherboard. B250 mining expert. I'll never forget when I first started mining, everybody was talking about this. These things were going for like $500, $600, $700. I think they're still going for $300 to $400 just for this one, man. Just for this. Can't wait to use that one of these days. Z390 Plus Gaming, never had that one. And just a whole box full of H110 Pros. I mean, look at that, dude. That is insane, all the way to the bottom on both sides. And I think there's another box in here that has the top of the line motherboards. Really exciting. In this box is just everything you could ever want. All kinds of risers, man. An 8 capacitor. I think there's 10 capacitors. Definitely some older 6 capacitors. USBs, all types of wiring. Another box of assorted wiring. Literally everything you could ever want in here. Another box of PSUs, 850 watt. Such a shame these aren't like 1,000 or 1,200. But on the back of these, they pretty much all have 6 VGA. Not all of them, but you know, for the most part, they do. A box of random goodies like cool cables that are white and black, extension cords, another PSU, SSDs. I don't know, all types of really cool things in here. M.2s. I mean, just tons and tons of stuff in here. Little USB sticks. Really cool box and very useful. Another box that's set up. We got the RAM, CPUs. I think, what is this, a H110? Oh yeah, another H110 motherboard. Everything you could use or everything you'd ever want in there already together, ready for another rig. Look at all these cables. My goodness, look at this massive box of cables, and under there the same one, and there's got to be, I don't know, over 100 in there. Just so many spare parts that we could use. And so I was thinking like, okay, I definitely am going to use a lot of this, and it's awesome to have a bunch of backups because definitely need them. But at the same time, there's people at work that want to get into crypto mining that are always asking me, and then I tell them the price of everything, and they're like, maybe I won't. It's a little bit too much. And so now, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to start giving away some of this, not to YouTubers, just because it's so expensive to send it through shipping. I don't want to spend a lot of money on shipping, but people locally, people at work and stuff, I'm going to be like, dude, here's a PSU. You can probably buy your own motherboard, or I'll give them a Z390, but I ain't giving up a B250 or H110, but I'll give them everything else, the RAM, USB, I mean, everything you can think of. I'll give them the whole rig, except for that. You got to buy your own GPUs. You know, and I think that's pretty cool, and I think that's the generous thing to do, and that would personally make me happy, knowing that they're going to a new crypto miner and get somebody into the space. And then thanks to my boy Rondi, he put me on game for these PDUs. Before I was getting like trip the lights and all that. Man, look at this thing. And it has a monitor here, and apparently, dude, this thing is incredible. So basically, I can plug this into the Ethernet, and anytime it goes down, I can make all of it restart. And you guys know my mining farm is like 20 minutes away, and I'm not gonna drive all the way over there just to reset if the overclocks freeze or the octominer doesn't feel like resetting or something. This is where it's at. This thing is absolutely humongous. I don't, for the love of me, or life of me actually, know what these are called, but pretty badass, I would say. Huge shout out to Crypt for sending us this DJ Mines towel. Actually, the quality's really decent. I like it a lot. It feels good, looks good. So that's the big update so far. And again, why I've been making as many videos, man, I gotta get this stuff up in mining. And that's why we're also doing a lot of live streams. I know live streams aren't as cool, but hey, man, I'd rather give you a live stream than no video at all, or really no content at all. I also ordered 5 more octo miners, so we're gonna have a total of 11 octo miners. And if you don't know and didn't watch that video from the shed, yeah, man, we're going full on octo miners. We actually got the X8 Ultra, not sponsored. I paid for it out of my own money. I wish it was sponsored. That would have been cool, but it's not sponsored, so I did pay for it. And yeah, man, I love every single one of you. Check us out on Discord, Twitter, TikTok. I think that's about it. I love every single one of you guys. DJ Mines signing out.